Hi, I'm Bobsto, the Odor Weeb,
And I'm Red, the bald-headed wonder.
and we are the Anime Boys.
The Anime Boys.
Anime Boys.
Yeah, the Anime
And,
Boys. Take it or
and
leave it.
today, we got today's Mob Psycho, and no, Monday. I almost said Wednesday, but that's my family. But yeah, we got Mob Psycho Mondays,
Mob Psycho
and
Monday, Chainsaw Man Tuesdays.
yeah, even though it doesn't upload on Tuesday.
Well, for us, it's Chainsaw
I
Man
know.
Fridays.
I know. Yeah. But yeah, it's Mob Psycho Monday because that's when that shit's uploading. So, what'd you
Bobsto.
think of episode? What? Yeah.
Bobsto.
What up? What up, Red?
Crazy. Craziness
Yeah.
incarnate. This episode
Crazy.
rocked. And I'm
Oh, yeah.
slightly disappointed I gotta wait another fucking week for another fucking episode.
Yeah. Well, that's how it be. But hey, just think about it like this: as the week progresses, you'll be more and more excited to watch the next one, and then when there's something awesome happens, then the fucking dopamine rush will be really fucking good.
Just to get left
Versus
off on
binging it.
another fucking cliffhanger for next week.
Well, you gotta. It's like edging. You know, you gotta keep it on edge a little bit. You can't just pop off immediately. You can't be busting nuts left and right. Like you gotta build towards that shit. You gotta build
no,
towards
you
it.
did not just say that.
I did. The Anime Boys is a podcast meant for adults. Sorry, kiddies, if you are listening to this.
Yes, please. Let's give the warning after we say somebody's busting a fucking nut. Yeah, that's the greatest.
Yeah. It's not marked for kids. This shit ain't on YouTube for kids. So if a kid stumbles across it, that's their parents' fucking issue. Not ours.
So my boy got stood up.
Yeah, man, he got stood up super hard.
Damn it, dude. He so did. I felt so bad. He got to school the next day. He's just like, "Hey, so what's up? What's good? What's good, bitch? Why'd you leave me hanging?"
Oh man, I fucking forgot, dude. I'm sorry. That the fucking founder showed up. And I could, yo, that's some awesome fucking shit. Fuck friends.
Yeah, fuck friends.
I gotta see this.
Look,
I gotta see this shit.
I'm sorry I drug you into something you're not involved with, peasant.
Yeah, man. Get the fuck out of here. Are you the founder? No.
So,
fuck off.
So Mob's just like, you know what? Whatever, bitch. I don't need you. I got my other bitch. What up, bitch? Why'd you leave me hanging yesterday?
Mob. You should have seen it. The shit was fucking fly. The founder appeared. And
let me guess. It had something to do with the divine tree, huh?
How'd you know, boy? Shit. It's fucking awesome. I'm gonna be praising that shit every day. Shit's like Jesus.
Hey,
but more.
Is he bigger than me?
Damn.
Is he bigger than me?
Yeah. One thing I did want to mention about the thing with Misato is she has a very odd expression on her face.
Yeah, she really does.
Like she's like you can tell something is off.
Excuse me.
Talking about it. Also, I wanted to mention it seems someone's fucking with Mob's locker because that shit was wide open.
Yeah, somebody's fucking with Mob's locker. He's fucking with his women. This boy,
his bitches.
Yeah, his bitches, his locker. They always seem to be coordinated too.
Yeah, man. So it's just like, all right, I'm gonna go to Rig and see what he thinks, and like he's like, oh, here's the video, Mob. It has like 2 million views on it. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, 2 million views for this man to pop a fucking broccoli up through the ground.
Yeah, dude. And he's also been looking into the crumbling buildings and deteriorating structures.
Again.
And it's like, yo.
Because everybody keeps telling him about it.
They keep telling us, like, hey, dude, we think it might be poor construction or some kind of evil spirit. It's like, nope. That shit's that tree, son.
Yeah.
It's that fucking... I like how every time someone refers to her as a divine tree, Mob immediately refers to her as a broccoli, because that's what it
That's because that's what it is. Because
it's kind I know, but it's the way he mentioned. He always because like this one's like he's like must be the source. The tree must be the source.
Yeah.
And Mob immediately follows up with the broccoli.
Yeah, the broccoli. And then Reagan's just like, well, man, you know, I'm tired of hearing people bitch about this to me. Let's go fuck the tree up. And Mom's just like, okay.
We're going to tear this shit down.
Like, we're going to tear this shit out of the ground.
We get this montage of all these people eating these we get this shot of a bunch of people at like the tree square eating all this really green fucking food.
Yeah, like that's all like it looks like mint. Everything looks like it's mint flavored, but it's really just green. It's just food coloring, I imagine, mixed with.
I'm gonna be honest, either it's food coloring or just straight up fucking broccoli and or some other fruit or vegetable with it.
Right. It could be like
either way.
One of those like nasty veggie shakes.
I'm gonna say some of this shit straight up looks like the kelp shake from SpongeBob.
Hey, I don't care who you are. The that little restaurant that they made, like just for the kelp juice stand, dude. That kelp juice looked really refreshing, and I wanted some of it as a kid.
I know.
So
I think we all did.
So with all, I think we can learn from, if anything's like green and, tastes really good, it has to be brainwashing. Like brainwashing has to be involved.
Yeah, dude. So we got Teru. He's given some fucking homemade cookies sprinkled with
Terry.
Sprinkled with divine powder.
Yeah, like he has a little note inside. He's like, divine powder for the graces of God.
Yeah, and so he says, it's alright. And dude, as he goes to his fridge, I fucking love the scene so much.
That menacing fucking scene of the founder standing behind him was sick. I was like, oh shit, that's crazy.
Because it's like he's like starting to influence him, and he starts mumbling about fucking Psycho Helmet as he's looking at his fridge. Yeah. And behind him, just slightly, you can only see him because of the fridge light. But fucking Psycho Helmet is like standing right behind him as like a visualizer for like the influence he's having over him.
Yeah, it's
really, or trying to have cool. over him.
It's really
and neat. Immediately Terror. It is. I fucking love it. It's a cool ass shot.
Yes.
And he immediately says, "Oh shit, this shit's drugged," and he immediately throws it up.
Yeah, he goes to the bathroom, throws it up, and man, fucking bolts it to the tree.
Yeah, dude.
He said, "Nah, dude, fuck this. You gonna take over my mind? Nah, not Terry. Not today."
Fuck this window.
Fuck this window. He bashes through his window. He travels across the city in 2.5 seconds, jumps into the tree, or across from the tree, does a fucking spirit bomb on top of it, and what happens?
Nothing happens. It just fucking blocks that shit.
And then he just grabs him.
He gets tied in.
Dude, the tree just fucking grabs the man, pulls him in, and then he gets to grovel at the feet of God himself.
Yeah. Which I like. So at first he's like, he's like, Mob, is that you? No, it must be someone who just looks like him. And he's as soon as before he starts fighting, we get a flash in a cool ass flash in the eye of Psycho Helmet. And he immediately is just brought to his fucking knees.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. And he starts worshiping him again.
Mm-hmm.
And then after he starts worshiping him again, the Psycho Helmet's just like, this dude's trouble. And Terry gets the fuck up, grabs this man by the top of his fucking chrome dome.
Yeah.
And yeets him into the fucking tree. I mean, just
he fucking bitch whips him.
When I tell you this man shit whipped his neck into fucking space, that's what the fuck just happened. He looked like a chicken. He looked like a chicken on Sunday night. That's what the fuck that just looked like.
I also read Chrome Dome. Don't you mean Tree Dome? Oh
You could
man.
even say that Terry was barking up the wrong tree.
That's pretty sick. I like that shit. Hell yeah. But yeah. Yeah, he then also follows it up. He just fucking slices the shit
Dude, he
out of
dies. Look, this
second.
man diced this man up quicker than Yor did that meat.
Yeah, dude. He dices them up into cubes and he breaks into fucking smaller cubes.
Dude, this man like used his fucking tie as a sword again. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, so then we cut to a familiar face. We get
Yeah.
Minagishi.
Ivy.
He he's back from the second season. Ivy. He's back from the second season and he's working at a flower shop.
Yeah, he's just working there and he's just sitting there. He's telling his boss, like, what the hell's going on with the flowers? They're just dying. And the boss is just like, shut the fuck up and go take a break.
Yeah, just go take your fucking break, man.
Shut up. This is my shop.
Listen, if they're wilting, that's the issue of the customer buying it. It's go, just go take a break, dude.
Yeah, go
So he's
take your
going out to the
break.
vending machine and he realizes, oh shit, even the weeds are like dying.
Yeah, the
What's
weeds are
going on
dying.
here?
The hole's getting bigger, and then I don't like how the root just bolted up from the ground. It looked very
Yeah.
phallical, and I didn't appreciate it.
Phallic.
And even worse, Ivy grabbed it with both hands.
Yeah, man.
And
Because he's like, oh no, I know what this shit is. And then he tries to use his flower power to influence it. Like, no, don't stop growing.
the trunk
but
the root was too
it's too strong.
rooted. It was too rooted for him.
Yeah, dude, it's too strong. Very funny. Very, very funny.
I'm gonna keep making these jokes.
Hell yeah. I appreciate it because you hate puns.
I hate them terribly.
And I get to hear you say the things you hate.
Yes,
And
yes,
die
you
a little
do.
inside every time.
Just like that,
say them yourself.
just like that new intro we're gonna put into this video.
Yeah. No, man. Stop talking about that shit. Anyways,
No.
we cut back to Terror, and we find out. Turns out you were right, Red.
Oh yeah, I knew I was right. My theory from the second episode, for anybody who wants to know, I was right. I was correct.
It was the third episode. Ooh.
I said the previous episode.
Oh, I thought you said the second episode.
I might have, and I heard previous episode in my brain, and it might have broke down as 2. I don't care.
Okay,
previous
I heard. Anyways,
it doesn't matter. Let's just talk about how I was right, because I was right.
Okay.
Well, let's just start off with
Yeah.
I was right, and
yes,
found out I was correct in the theory of me being right.
Okay, don't get too conceited, you fucker.
Look, man, I don't have any hair, so like all of this is just building my head up. It's just getting bigger and shinier.
Yeah, dude, you're looking like Mob from the last episode right now.
I'm starting to look like Megamind, but white.
Like your cyberpunk character.
No, it was not. I refuse to accept this. I'm gonna put a picture of my cyberpunk character in this video just to prove that I am correct. And the fact that he does not look...
Megamind.
No,
make sure you put a picture of Megamind.
I shouldn't have to.
Okay,
you can't like compare by putting it next to the picture, or else they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I could see it, because they're looking at both pictures.
Okay, guys, take a look at that and just tell me if it looks like Megamind to you from the angle it's shot at.
We are not going to let this man boast about how he was correct. So anybody who does sees it,
we're just gonna say you can boast about being correct.
Yes, who wants to hear Bobsto be correct for the 50,000th time?
But I was like, I wasn't entirely against the dimple theory. I was figuring it'd be more so like just like sort of like how how the Dragger was created by the
So where did you think?
influence of other people.
Where did you think he just kind of ran
As
off to? Like, what?
wait, what?
I'm trying to figure out where your theory came to brain. Like, came
Oh,
to.
I was thinking it was something that manifested from the people's energy, kind of like how Dragger did.
I could see that. I mean, that's not an impossible
Yeah.
theory,
Um.
but I was right. So
But because I was expecting it was either going to be either it was Dimple or it was something that Dimple was trying to do, but I got instantly fucked.
yeah,
But no, it's full on. This is Dimple's magic, and actually, there's some shit later on there's some neat little details later on in the episode.
right.
So
So
we cut back to Mob.
yeah,
Uh, Mob
no,
and Reagan detailing his fucking plan.
yeah. Reagan has the most foolproof plan in existence. Yank it out of the
Yeah,
ground and bury it into the ocean.
put that bitch in the sea.
So what I'm trying to figure out is I could get pulling it out of the ground away from its roots, but throwing it into the water would not work.
I don't know. Well, I mean, it's seawater. I
I
don't think
guess with it
broccoli
being
would do very well
seawater,
in
but
seawater
I suppose.
because it's not regular water. Also,
But this ain't a
the
regular
salt
fucking piece of
is let it
broccoli
out.
either.
I mean, it basically is. It's just a giant broccoli.
Look, this is a broccoli infused with mob's power. That's what this is.
Yeah, but but they're like, oh, we can't do it alone. Who can we get to help us? And it's like, well, what about Serizawa? Nah, man, Serizawa's at his classes.
Yeah,
What about
Sarazawa's
Ritsu?
busy.
Yeah. What about Ritsu? Oh, he's at his council meeting today.
But he should be getting out pretty soon.
Yeah, so they drag his ass. Like, oh man,
Hey,
how are we going to do this by ourselves? And,
yeah, Ritsu was
and
terrified of the plan. He was just like, nah, this is stupid.
and
He's
then
like,
Mom's like, well, I mean, we lifted a piano.
yeah,
It
he's just
shouldn't be. It
like,
should be.
he's like, this is a huge piece of a tree. And Mom's like, we lifted that piano together once. Come on. To think about how much massive amounts of power it would take to rip that thing out of the ground just using their psychic abilities would be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But Mob
Yeah.
at 100% could nuke a town. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see him
Um.
being able to do it solo style.
But yeah. So the town's eerily empty. They feel like they're being watched.
Yeah, Mob's starting to pick up on the eeriness and how crazy everything's
Mhm.
been getting.
Yeah.
And
The
Ritsu gets a little taste of his new candy. Why don't you
Yeah,
tell
he's got
them
some
about the
candy.
Why don't you tell them about the
Oh
candy?
yeah, man. So at that student council meeting, there are some people be like, "Yo, Psycho Helmet is pretty fucking awesome. We should hold prayers every day for Psycho Helmet." And um, they're all like, "Well, what?" And Shinji is all like, "Oh, maybe we should be a bit more accepting and whatnot, being kind of reasonable." But so it seems like the influence is reaching the student council, and before Ritsu leaves, Shinji loads him up with a bunch of fucking candy that his dad got.
Mm.
A bunch of fucking
Yeah,
candy.
he had like a whole
Mm-hmm.
fucking handful loads of candy, and he's like, "Here, piece of candy. You want a piece of candy?
Piece of candy.
Oh, piece of
Ooh, piece
candy."
of candy.
So Mob takes it, and he's like, I'm just gonna eat it later." Sticks it in his pocket. Ritsu just goes to town on his candy,
Hey,
and
watch that
Reagan
shit.
also puts his candy in his pocket for later. And then
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden, Ritsu has this awesome idea. He's like, "Follow me." And he's walking really, really fast, really intensely. And he shows up at
Mm-hmm.
none other places than the Civic Center.
Yeah, well,
He's
there's a meeting going on.
trap. It's a tramp. It's a
It's a
tramp.
trap.
It's a tramp. I mean,
Damn, damn brainwashing candies
stupid candies and teas and food and cookies and
and
crackers
cookies.
and
Damn it, we were on the sync there.
But
Um,
they get in there and they're like, "Oh, well, we know what you're trying to do. We've always known what you're trying to do. You're trying to take down the tree. How about I let you sit down and we talk this through? You want a refreshment? You want some tea? You want some of our candy? Do you want
yeah,
some?
we got lots of candy. What do you want? Do you want? We got everything.
Why don't you get
The
in my
one thing I
van
want
and
to
I'll give you
know.
some candy?"
One thing I wanted to know. Everybody's got a smile very similar to the people that the smiling people in Dimple's cult.
Yes, I'm so glad you
That
pointed that shit out because I put it in my notes too.
that's
Um,
that's a neat little
it
detail.
is a neat detail. So after we find out that it's actually
Yeah,
Dimple's
and
whole
actually,
thing,
I'll fuck. I'll even say that even if they didn't show off that it was Dimple in this episode, that would be a nice little clue to show that hey, it is Dimple.
yeah, exactly. But they start figuring out what's going on, and Reagan has a mental fucking breakdown and dips the fuck out of there.
Yeah, they
But
really run.
the coolest part about this mob is that the mob, the coolest part about it is that they're not violent. They're not chasing
No.
anybody. They're not hurting anyone.
Mm-mm.
They're living together peacefully as
Mm-hmm.
one, but they're brainwashed.
Yes.
So that breaks you down to the question: is Dimple really in the wrong? He's not hurting the community. He's not hurting anybody.
He's still removing the agency of people
I guess, but like,
to think for
I
themselves.
don't know. This is
That'd
like
be the
that
issue
class.
because
Like,
as soon as they eat that candy, they immediately start being, oh man, Saga Helmet's awesome.
yeah,
And
but
that's
that
cool and all,
doesn't make
especially
them lose
if it's
them.
like improving their
Yeah,
lives,
but it
but at the
doesn't
same
make them
time,
lose their sense of self. They still know who they are. They still enjoy their hobbies. They just praise Psycho Helmet. And
hmm
they praise in that. So it just breaks you down
hmm
to like, is that any different than what we do in normal day life anyway? I guess in a certain sense it
well,
would
it's because
because
they're being deceived into it because a lot of these
he's
people are
getting
eating food that's laced with
yeah, mind control magic.
this isn't people that are being invited and
Well,
choosing to follow it.
I guess
These
with
are people who are
yeah, I guess with religion you still
being
have the freedom to
yeah.
reject it where they're not really
That's the whole
getting
thing is
that
like you have
freedom.
the freedom to be a part of it or not be a part of it.
But I guess it's just one of those classic villain ideals that I can kind of get behind.
hmm
Uh,
Yeah,
it's just one of those things. It's
but
like
like I
with
said, like
Thanos, I'm like, was he completely wrong? No, he wasn't completely wrong. He took out half the universe. Sure, that's terrible, but now he opened up. There's no immense population on the planet. There's enough food to feed everyone. I mean, think about
yeah.
it. Classic villain ideal scenario. It's the same thing.
Well, it's like the whole thing is like it's like morally gray, but the means of achieving it are not very good.
His
That's the whole thing. It's like that's the whole like conflict I see where it's
well, it's because they feel
where
like
there
they
is
have
an
to take
obvious
it within their own hands because no one's doing anything about
yeah.
it. It's as
Mhm.
simple as that people are not using the knowledge that they do have to make the decisions that they should based off moral ambiguity.
Yeah.
So if you throw morals out the window, everybody could live in
hmm
peace in a certain sense.
Yeah.
But that just brings you down a whole rabbit hole that we're not going to get
That's an
into.
entire
That's a
that's an entire minefield that if you're
oh, I don't care about
you
it being a minefield. Like
it's a huge
it's
ass
just
can
a
of worms.
it's just a big rabbit hole of different scenarios of
Yeah.
people, with, head
hmm
traumas or people with, like mental issues, like, and when I say mental issues, I mean stuff like schizophrenia, stuff like that
Yeah.
being also a factor on how they act and you know,
Yeah. But
but off topic,
anyways,
rabbit hole we're
they
getting
they
out
run the
of.
fuck out. Mob wants to take off his jacket, and Reagan's like, "Oh, dude, leave the shit on," because he's still wearing his fucking smart monkey shirt.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, by the way.
Reagan,
So I'm wondering if that's like a weakness. of some sort.
Wait, what?
Like, I wonder if his shirt's a weakness of some sort because the way he made him put his jacket back on so fast. Like maybe it
Yeah.
was a distraction from the mind control magic.
I don't know. Either it's that or like Reagan just doesn't like the shirt, which is entirely probable.
Could be, but there he's taking off the
Mhm.
jacket because they've been running away from everybody, trying to get away from everybody who's hearing their conversations, and they get under the bridge, and then
Mhm.
Reagan starts laying down some facts of what I was just talking about.
Just say, yeah. And
So
then Bob's like, "Have they gotten to you?" It's like, "Oh man, people like what's a leader of a religious organization, but like more like a club leader or something."
yeah, he was
And
putting
I mean, it's
Mob
not really
down
negatively,
like seriously though.
yeah.
Uh,
And he's like, "Oh, let's just turn back." I mean, if people are happy about it and whatnot,
he's just got a tough job that
what's it?
nobody wants, so why not just let him have fun?
Yeah,
So it's and then
and
he did a very familiar pose that struck Bob to finally figure out that also
yeah,
Reagan has been taken by this as well. Reagan did this little
hmm
like point pose that everybody that he's talked to also did.
has done. Which I didn't realize it until I did the Flash,
Yeah,
but
me
that's
neither.
another cool that's like another cool detail
Yeah,
that eagle-eyed viewers might would point out before it happened.
maybe, but I don't
And
know. That
so
would be like
he fucking
overanalyzing.
yeah, I don't know, but anyways, he Mob decides, well, shit, it's time for me to just go on my own, and like as soon as Reagan turns around, Mob's gone, and we get the sick ass fucking music starts rolling in.
Dude, this music is crazy good. Like,
Yeah, where it's done by the band that does the mob openings,
yeah, it's
and
really good.
it's really fucking good. And he's
Dude,
just making his way to the tree while credits are rolling.
yeah, so like the coolest
And
part about this scene was like when he goes up to the tree, everybody's standing there and they're like, "What, do you want to go see the tree? Do you want to go see him?" The leader of the
mhm,
psycho helmets, and he's like, "Yes, I would like to." And
I
they
want to speak
open
with him
up
one to
this,
one.
yeah, they open up the
Yeah,
sea of people leading to the divine tree, and the crowd
yeah,
just starts clapping and applauding that now they have two psycho helmet
hmm
founders, not just
yeah,
one. So I'm waiting to see how Dimple takes it. His thunder being stolen
uh-huh,
by Mob not once, but a
yeah, but
second
twice,
time, dude. Oh,
uh-huh.
this it's gonna be sick. But I just can't get over the end credits because it was really really good.
And it's really fucking good. Like you got everything like the crowd cheering him on as he's walking through, and the music. Fucking Subomi's there as
So
well.
everyone's there. He's literally the
Everyone's
only
there.
person that has not been taken under the influence of the psycho helmet drug. I'm calling it the psycho helmet drug.
It's also as if everyone, including Dimple, has been waiting for him.
You know what's funny? I called it the psycho
What?
helmet drug, and the initials spell out PhD because
Hell yeah,
they have that divine knowledge. They got that PhD.
yeah, dude.
Dude,
Hell
that's
yeah,
I didn't even mean to do that. That's super cool.
that's funny. That's funny. But yeah, that's the end of the episode. Man, it was really really good.
Good episode. Can't wait for the next episode. I'm pissed that it left on another fucking cliffhanger.
I'm curious how many episodes this arc will have
I wonder
because
how
the
many
episode had a
times that Red, the bald headed wonder, is going to be pissed off. That's what's really going to happen.
uh a lot because you're not used to watching things weekly.
I am not. This is a first for me ever. Like, ever. I think the only other
Hmm
anime that I watched weekly was My Hero Academia,
Yeah.
and that was some craziness. So,
hmm
but
But yeah.
anyway,
It, anything else you want to say about this episode?
I think we pretty much got it covered, Bob Stowe, unless you have anything else to
No.
say.
Not really. Other than that, hey, that's just good. Hey, if you're checking our channel out for the first time, check out some of our other videos.
Yeah.
We got some great coverage on things like Jujutsu Kaisen,
Yes.
Chainsaw Man.
Yup.
We're doing Demon Slayer,
Demon
all
Slayer.
that shit. Like
All of
we
it.
got some good stuff on here.
Lay it down on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep it
But
real.
other than that, if you like this, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think are thinking of this season of Mob Psycho 100, and I guess I'll carry it away.
Yes, sir. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Well,
Do it.
I'm Bobsto, the Yoda Weeb,
And I'm Red, the bald-headed wonder.
and you just got done watching the Anime
The
Boys.
anime trickle down with
Boys,
cool little sparkles. Boys.
boys. See ya.
See ya.